No music, no pomp, no circumstance. Um, in disarray here. No radiator in the front room, but you don't want to hear my trouble. Look who's back at it, causing all that static. The one, the only fanatic. Computer on the fritz. What else is new? I mean, I don't know if it's me, but I broke like, or they wore out four or five computers. One had a liquid spill on it. One just stopped working. One some creep, some ass wipe tried to sneak in, and I get our information. Shut everything off before they could get in. I guess so far so good. That was a while ago. So and that computer's done. And another one just stopped working too. And this one's on the fritz. Every once in a while, it don't want to work. You gotta let the battery run out. Unplug it and let it, and then it'll come. Hopefully, it'll come back on. So if you're feeling generous, I'm gonna be standing on the corner with a cup any day now. I mean, to be honest with you, again, I don't want to steal Ruby's thunder, but we've been winning. But we don't have the money to bet single games, one game part, one not even a parlay, one game bets to make money. So one team has been screwing us almost every night. We won one or two small ones. Last night we lost a big one because of Bradley. And again, I know you're saying Bradley. Yeah, they were favored to win, only by 3 or whatever, and they were a better team, but they lost. So we're not, they're the Van Halen. I'm a David Lee, ride or die. I'm with David Lee to a fault, to no end. But that's just me. I'm loyal. I mean, I know there's not many of us left. It's not many real men left either. I mean, everybody, oh, it's cold. Oh, it's cold. Oh, there's a little bug. I guess I'm one of the few. One of a dying breed. Again, you think what you want, you put it out, lump it however you want to do it. But there's too many wimps. There's too many babies around for me. And some of them are like, they look like a big Hulk. And when the chips are down, the fanatic, that's where you got to put your. They don't know what I've been through. They don't know who I am. They don't know what I've done. Put it that way. And one guy, I think he thinks I'm exaggerating. He's like, oh, I can't be that. Hawthorne was tough. There was fraternities. Like, oh, come on, high school? Ask somebody else. Why would I lie? And the bloodiest non-stop fight I ever saw was two girls fighting in the hallway. Wouldn't stop. The gym teachers couldn't stop them. The police couldn't even stop them. They were trying to get at each other. So you don't know what you're talking about. And it was about a guy. And the one girl that everyone thought was known as his girlfriend, she forgave him. And she could have anybody she wanted. I'm like, here, I'm here. I mean, I was only a sophomore, but here, I'm here. She was smoking. I wonder what happened to her. But again, they're fighting over a guy. He cheated. Why are you beating up the girl? He cheated with her. He told her, oh, we're on the outs. Again, kids. I mean, adults do it too. All you gotta do is go look on YouTube. Oh, he killed her. As someone who's been on that side, I mean, my first serious relationship, it might have been time to end, but I was mad and I acted like an idiot. But it, in hindsight, it ran its course. And obviously, me and my ex-wife grew apart or whatever. Happens. And I was mad, and it wasn't, I wasn't say, let's just say it wasn't only about her and me. The house had something to do with it, and because my parents were divorced, I know how it felt, how the kids, but the kids got through it. They came out all right. I mean, it is what it is. I tried to not do what my dad did and distance himself, but it was hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. There's no book. I'm not perfect. And I know they were like, "Oh, Dad, you were great. I did the best I could. I ain't great. Wasn't great. I could have been good." Other than that, you know, everybody's talking about Valentine's. Valentine's past. Valentine's. What a waste. The price of the roses are $1 million and they die on you. You get the girl candy. She's, oh, you give me candy, I'm gonna get fat. She's 100. She's 100 pounds. Can't win. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, don't take my advice. You can end up on the short end of the stick if you do. Movie time. Saw a couple good ones. Tell you the truth. Grizzly Night. It's about inspired by true story. Two grizzly attacks miles apart in, I believe, Colorado, or Nevada, somewhere over there. It really happened, and it was good. There's a couple lags, but it was good. I mean, no one, and they, to this day, it was like there was an attack, but not a death. And these were two, they were mauled. And then they killed all the grizzlies, most of them, and then they stopped. And now there's a lot of grizzlies, but people know how, you have bear spray, they yell, and when it's the right before hibernation, you stay low, you'll stay out of there. That's their territory. So, there's unfortunate things, but good movie, Grizzly Night, if you're looking. I know if you like those animal movies. Um, Another one that we really liked. Oh God. See, I go blank because this isn't scripted. I'll tell you one I didn't really like. I didn't really like Death in the Pines. The synopsis sounds good. A stranger shows up and she doesn't want to, she's leery of him. He should have been leery of her. It twists and turns. It was okay. I mean, there's better stuff to watch, so I wouldn't recommend it. But it's not like it's, oh my God, the worst. I didn't shut it off. Give it a 5.5. I saw Primate with George, I believe the monkey's name was. They had him as a pet, as California, I believe, too. Rich people up in Northern California, and way out in the nobody could get there, and something happened to the ape. Some water thing, not hypo and something. It wasn't rabies, according to how I gathered it. And it's the same. They come to dad's away and doing some convention, and they're partying, and the monkey starts attacking them. And what's the matter? And then he doesn't fully attack. He just is aggressive towards the one girl. Oh, I'll take care of him. He'll take care of him, all right. And he just goes on a rampage. That was, that's if you like those kind of movies, horror, and again, animal attacks, yeah, it was a 7. That's worth watching. I probably wouldn't watch it again. Like, I've watched Jaws and Deep Blue Sea a million times, and Cujo, and stuff like that. Other shark movie. I forget that one, 47 meters. I watched that a couple times in open water, based on the real the people who are stranded. I watched that like at least 5 or 6 times. I don't think I would watch Primate again, but it's not a bad watch. 7, 6.5, 7. Um, Another one escapes me at the moment, so we're gonna have to put that back down onto the next bundle of movies here. One small political thing. I have absolutely no idea what it's gonna take for people. This isn't normal. This isn't normal when you hear something about the president every single day. And it's multiple, it's not even one thing, it's like a couple things. Between Epstein threatening Greenland, Iran, doing this, doing that, saying whatever that peace thing is, Legion of Peace, Legion of Doom, more like it. Bunch of dictators. How can you people not stand up and not acknowledge that this is not normal? This is not normal. When anyone else was president, Clinton, Bush Sr., Bush Jr., Obama, go back, Jimmy Carter, even Nixon until the end of Watergate. You heard about him once on a blue moon. Ronald Reagan. This is like a show. This is like a reality show. This guy wants to be the clicks, wants you to watch him, wants his name on everything. I got something to put your name on. Yeah, put your name on a gravestone. How about that? We'll put your name right there, nice and bright and gold for you. How about that? Do us a favor, Again, it might rub some people the wrong way with that, but you come on. There's right and wrong. Don't get me started. There's gotta be, you gotta take a side. The Winter Olympics, we got the ladies going for the gold medal. That's kind of interesting. I'm gonna try to find out if I could get a peep at that. Maybe some snow on the way. I mean, I've had enough. I'm done. You don't want to know. You want to laugh at my pain. What I was doing today. Oh, you don't want to know. No one's got it as rough as the Fanatic. I've seen people happier on death row. Oh, man. I'll tell you. I was going to release a video, but the quality wasn't good. And I don't want to, shed the building or myself in that light. But Paramus Park Mall is, don't go there if you're depressed. I mean, I battle depression. If you've been here, you know that I've been depressed, on and off. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm stronger than most of you, so I wouldn't go there if I was depressed. There's no reason to go there unless you're going to Stu Leonard's or Macy's. There's really nothing else in there. In the food court, I mean, Chick-fil-A, everybody, it was a line for Chick-fil-A, everybody else the people working there looked like they were begging you to come. They would look like they were waiting for the, last meal for the walk to the electric chair. That's how bad it was. It was sad. I remember that place was awesome. Late 70s, 80s. Oh my God. I might even say that 2010s and teens, it was all right with the girls, bringing them. It wasn't as packed as it used to be, but at least it was some action. There was multiple places to choose to eat, food court. That's 4 or 5. Maybe I'm going to say 5. I'm going to be generous and say 5. And a couple of them, one says coming soon. And it used to be Charlie's Steaks, and they're everywhere in every mall. They got a storefront in Lodi or Garfield, I believe. They were there and they left, and somebody put up a sign: authentic Philly steaks. People love cheesesteaks. I can make it here. Not here, I can make it. Not here, you can't. Nice new sign. The equipment looks new. God, I feel sad. I feel bad for him. There's a teriyaki one over there that I liked it, but it didn't give you as much a portion as they do on Route 17. But how can they? They're dying. Um, Nathan's the guy looked like a manager, owner, or whatever. He looked he looked like he lost his best friend. I wanted to put him out of his misery. And there was another wrap place, make a couple wraps or whatever. I didn't look too appetizing. I was either gonna go to Nathan's or the Japanese or the teriyaki one. And then there was a pizza joint. He had one customer and he was making a pizza. I don't know what for, but maybe somebody called in and was coming to pick up a pizza. He was there making a pizza when I walked by. And Chick-fil-A had a line. They were the only ones. And there was a little kiosk. Annie's, the big store, the big one with the counter closed. But there was a little kiosk down store by the little kids jump on those like trampolines. There was nobody buying. The person was leaning on the thing, wishing they were anywhere but there. Crazy guy of construction, somebody laying on the horn. Yeah, I'm still stuck in this nightmare. But avoid Paramus Park Mall at all costs. Unless you're going to go to Stu Leonard's. No, unless you want to walk. Unless it's raining or it's cold out and you want to just go for a walk, get your steps in. There was plenty of space for walking. Nobody in the way. And I walked the whole place. Just for the heck of it. And there was only people by Stu Leonard's. A couple of people walking, shuffling to the food, going up to get something to drink or something to eat the food court. Other than that, there was nobody around. And the Starbucks place, the little Starbucks, looks like a hut. And there's a couple little tables right by the grand circle, the entrance by the food court. There was a couple of people drinking that garbage. You're sitting there eating a pastry and laughing. What are you laughing about? Place is depressing. Buddy's Corner, he's still there. I don't know. He's got a huge store. He used to have a littler store. He moved to a bigger store away from Stu Leonard's. I don't know how the hell. He must make money by selling like autographs and collectibles or something because nobody was buying none of the shirts or the hats and shit. And he wants more money than Champs and New Era. So I don't know how he's still there, but God bless him. Old bastard. That's a little rant. What else is new? The NBA's back on track. So we're gonna be the roundup's gonna be around, and then like I said, take it for what it's worth. Use how you're gonna use it. If you have the money to bet the one game, we took a big dump the other night because we were all on board with UMass over Miami of Ohio, who's undefeated. Oh, they're going to beat them. They should have beat them last time. Yeah, they should have beat them. They lost. I should have stuck with what I originally put, Miami of Ohio -3. But Texas wouldn't have covered that, and I wasn't going to put them on the money line because it wouldn't have made no sense. So I picked UMass and Villanova on a bigger than I usually like to bet. And guess what? They both lost. But the little one would have won, but Texas didn't cover. So I should have took them on the money line just to win a little something and feel good. But that's how you learn. But we're going to be, the roundup's going to be back, and you're going to have to catch it early before the game, 6:37. And like I said, do with it what you will, follow, fade, or ignore. We got a winning record. We just getting screwed by that one leg of the parlay. All right, I don't want to bore you to death. Just want to let you know the facts, alive and kicking. We're gonna give you some. We'll give you some more movies and some more advice. Sometime next week. The roundup. Look for the roundup. Tell your friends. If you don't like us, tell everybody. Let's try to turn this year. This is supposed to be the year it's supposed to be my year. We'll see. This ain't starting off too good. Super Bowl boxes. But you know, you can't. That's lucky. Everybody, you can't win them all. Should have just bet the Seahawks. Should have bet the Seahawks and the under, but I was swayed to take a touchdown and cut Cooper Cup, whatever. Trying to make money. You know, you get greedy. But you know what they say, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And as always, please always remember and never forget opinions, except for yours truly, are like Fanatic, getting through the week. Till next time, peace.